Jacqui-Lee Pryce for Shadowboxruk UK. Miss Jonas. First of all, I'm liking the Muhammad Ali look. Yeah, I'm liking that. So listen, you're sending out a statement with that coat. Weirdly, this weekend I bought a Muhammad Ali t-shirt. Must be a vibe.
I wish that we the telepathic thing working.
Seems to me that you're in that space. You locked in way before you arrived here. You're locked in.
Yeah, no, I feel in a good space. I'm probably the calmest I've been for a fight week, and I'm very relaxed. I'm very confident, and yeah, I'm enjoying the time of being here.
I had a little chat to your trainer earlier on, Joe. I think he nearly uppercutted me when I said that he has inherited in the past some fighters, but like it got lost in translation a little bit. We were talking about Zelfa Barrett, we were talking about Lawrence, and the fact that having that new blood in the gym must have elevated everybody, and everybody benefits from it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does that. I've just been saying in an interview earlier, there's no better time at Champs Camp than when everyone's got a fight day. Because when it's tough in the sessions and you can hear the roar of Joe's voice echoing around the gym, everyone's like, come on, Tash, come on. Like, you're like, go ahead, Clark, come on, you've got to keep going. And you'll be counting 1, 2, and making sure they do the jumps. And that's what being in a team environment's like. You get in the ring by yourself, but we train as a team and as a collective. And I think, everyone feeds off each other the energy.
Do you know what's funny? We both were moving at the same time then. It does. I just had a little vision, and it's a beautiful moment. Talking about Joe also, he came out literally like the lion protecting his cub today. He was spitting some knowledge, wasn't he? He was spitting some knowledge with regard to the age and the Carl Thompson fight. He feels that you've kind of been disrespected along the way.
Yeah, I mean, people don't realise that it's not just about the physical battle inside the ring. It's all about the mental aspect of it outside. And I think, whatever Joe says is backed up by fact. And he people will say, he made it about himself. He made it. It takes the pressure off me. And then, I just sit back and let him do the talking. And yeah, he's very knowledgeable. He's a man you definitely want in your corner, fighting for you, and that's what he does, and that's why he's such a great coach.
I thought it was interesting, actually, both came out protective of their fighters, and I think that's okay. I think that's absolutely fine.
That's what you should do. It's your coach. I spend more time with Joe half the day than I do with my little girl.
It's true. But yeah, he did make I don't know if everybody else missed it, but he made several statements to the fact that he has studied. I think he must have said studied. I think it was when you got SEO, like keywords, you look at studied. I studied, and it was like, okay, you know what? This is not a joke. This is not a joke.
And he does that. That's not something that's special to Lauren. He does that in every camp. That's why he's so meticulous. And I always say he is very meticulous in his planning and how his strategies and his tactics, because that's what he does. That's what he loves. That's why he's one of the best trainers in the country, if not the best.
Let's talk about the fact that he's been unfortunately diagnosed recently with cancer. He seems to, and I don't mean this in a rude way, he's acknowledged it, and he seems to have put it in a box, and he's using his energy to focus on his fighters. But does this give you even more of an impetus now to go, I'm not just fighting for me, I'm fighting for the gym, and I'm fighting, most importantly, for Joe?
100%. I think it's hard not to think that, especially knowing that all the sacrifices he made and all the dedication and the time and effort he put in. Because I have this camp and I have a break. And I go away with my little girl and I go and chill for a couple of weeks, and then I come back to the gym when I'm ready and half-heartedly have a little breaking in week, and then go back to training. Joe just goes from the next camp to the next camp to the next camp to the next camp, and yeah, I think he always says you can't want it more than him, which is like you just can't. And I'm always motivated and I'm always determined to win, and I'm always wanting to do well for myself, to prove myself right. But yeah, it does add fuel to the fire.
He's definitely there for the right reasons.
100%. And he for us, it's brilliant because he puts us and boxing first. And sometimes I think his family get a bit annoyed that, you know, his health comes second. But, you know, we make sacrifices, like I say, you know, we make sacrifices, but at 10 weeks, 12 weeks, our sacrifices are done. He carries on and carries on and carries on. And, you know, his love for the sport, his knowledge of the sport, his will to be successful and to be the best, you know, is unrivaled and unmatched, I don't think, in this country.
What I will say is this fight is happening March 7th, the day before International Women's Day. What I will say is that it is incredible to see two strong, fit, talented, feisty, ambitious, I could go on, women heading the card. That's the first thing I want to say. But what does International Women's Day mean to you?
I think it's, you know, it's a time to reflect, to acknowledge where we've been, where we're going and where we've come from, and celebrate women of every colour, creed and whatever, and celebrate the achievements, you know, the sacrifices. You know, we was earlier at a suffragettes statue that has only not long been put there, and you know, we take for granted the fact that we can vote and the fact that we can be members of parliament, and you know, there's women before us that sacrificed their lives, Emily Pankhurst being one of them, you know, so we can be in this position that we are now.
Last question. Answered that beautifully. What will you do on March the 8th to elevate and celebrate another female?
I will more than likely be celebrating with my family, with my friends, and elevating the females that made me the female who I am. Because I think that it goes, you know, the roles of a mother, of a grandmother, of an auntie, of a nan, they're underrepresented and undervalued for how important. And I know we've got a huge, massive, really close family, and I know the impact and the value that they've added to my life. So I'll be celebrating them and my little girl, who is a queen in herself, a queen in the making.
And I will say, on camera, you've already demonstrated today about celebrating and elevating another female when you did what you did for me today. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Listen, enjoy Friday. I'm really looking forward to it.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good luck.
Cheers.